What is up, Sexy Beast? Crazy Rabbit here, and today we're going to be comparing the Rift E9 to the BOOMHILDA and then looking at both these weapons on round 50, so let's go ahead and get this shit started. So we're just going to be looking at both these weapons upgraded because it wouldn't even be close to fair if we compared the unupgraded versions, because we have the Rift E9, which is still a somewhat decent weapon unupgraded, and on the other hand we have a starting pistol which is just made to get you a couple points on rounds like 1 and 2 until you can buy another weapon, so it wouldn't even be fair if we compare the unupgraded versions, so we're just going to be comparing the upgraded versions and then looking at the upgraded versions with perks and then going on to round 50. So I'm going to start this off by letting you guys listen to each of these upgraded versions just so you can sort of get a feel for how they look and sound, so here you guys go. Alright, and now we're going to be looking at the fire rate, and the fire rate's kind of not fair in a way because the Rift E9 is a 2-round burst weapon and the BOOMHILDA is a semi-automatic weapon, and you can fire that thing as fast as you can pull the trigger or click the mouse. But I still thought it was pretty interesting to actually compare their fire rates, so when we actually start shooting at the exact same time, it seems like the BOOMHILDA's fire rate is double, maybe even triple what the Rift E9's fire rate is, and again, that's just because the Rift E9 is a 2-round burst weapon and you can fire the BOOMHILDA as fast as you can pull the trigger. But as unfair as that is, fire rate still plays a key factor for both of these weapons because they're both very, very powerful weapons, and of course you're going to want to get as many shots off as you can when you're trying to kill zombies, so the winner is definitely going to be the BOOMHILDA. Next up, we're going to be looking at reload speed, and when we start reloading at the exact same time, it seems like the reload speeds are honestly the exact same. It doesn't seem like there's really any difference. I tried to go frame by frame and it looked like they were literally the exact same. And even if there was a tiny difference, you're never going to notice it in zombies, so when it comes to reload speed, they're both going to be tied. Alright, next up, we're going to be looking at the hip fire, and this was actually really interesting because I expected both of these hip fires to just be like all over the place and really crazy, but that was kind of the exact opposite for both of these. Well, maybe not the BOOMHILDA. But for the Rift E9, the hip fire is amazing. It goes exactly where you want it to go. It's not going all over the place, so you really don't have to aim down sights when you use this weapon. You can just hip fire for days, and you'll probably get headshots from pretty far away. And there's like virtually no recoil on either of these weapons when you're actually ADSing, so both of these weapons are extremely accurate. Now when we look at the BOOMHILDA, that's where it's a little bit different. When we're hip firing, it kind of goes all over the place, and also similar to the ray gun, it pushes you back. But I think the BOOMHILDA actually pushes you a lot farther back than the ray gun does, because you can just see that I'm just scooting so far back when I'm trying to hip fire with this thing. So you might have to be a little bit careful if like you're camping in a corner or if you're on a ledge or something and you're actually shooting this weapon, because it could possibly throw you off because this thing does have some kick to it. But when we actually start ADSing and look at the recoil, there is virtually none. Both of these weapons have like no recoil, so you don't have to worry about missing your shots. You can be extremely accurate with both these weapons. But when it comes to hip fire, the winner is definitely going to be the Rift E9, mainly just because the BOOMHILDA is going to be throwing you back, and that can kind of be a nuisance. Alright, next up, we're going to be taking a look at how much ammo these things hold, and when it comes to ammo, the Rift E9 just smashes the BOOMHILDA. The Rift E9 is going to carry 68 in its actual magazine and 272 in stock, while the BOOMHILDA is only going to carry 50 in the magazine and 100 in stock. And that's a real bummer for the BOOMHILDA because it's definitely one of my favorite weapons, and it's actually a really powerful weapon. It's just you run through ammo so quick with this thing that you're going to have to rely on trying to get max ammos for days, or else you're just going to be running around with an empty weapon majority of the time just because you're going to go through ammo so quick because it's got such a fast fire rate. Now with the Rift E9 on the other hand, it's a 2-round burst, so it doesn't have that fast of a fire rate, and it just carries so much ammo and it's extremely powerful that you're really not going to be running out of ammo as fast as you would with the BOOMHILDA. So when it comes to ammo, the winner is definitely the Rift E9. Alright, so now we're just going to be looking at both these weapons with perks, and when we look at both of them with perks, nothing really changes because the perks are all kind of the same. The only thing that really changes is that you're just going to be running through ammo with the BOOMHILDA so much faster, and you can actually shoot the Rift E9 a little bit faster. So here's their fire rates and reload speed actually compared together when we actually have double tap and speed cola. The winners without perks are still going to be the winners with perks. So when it comes to both these weapons on round 50, they're like kind of complete opposites in a way, and they're kind of not. So they're both going to be extremely powerful weapons, and they're actually both going to work. It's just that when I use like the BOOMHILDA, for instance, it's mainly a kill zombies quick sort of weapon, and the Rift E9 is a kill more zombies kind of weapon, if that makes sense at all. So like I would carry the BOOMHILDA if I'm like running through the map and I don't want to get trapped in a corner. That's what I would use the BOOMHILDA for. If I need to get out of a situation that I'm about to die in, or if I'm about to get trapped in a corner and I need to kill some zombies extremely fast, that's what the BOOMHILDA would be used for. But the Rift E9 on the other hand would be used if like you had an entire train of 24 already rounded up and you want to kill them all. that's what I would use the Rifty 9 for. You don't really need to kill them super quick, you just need them all dead. The Rifty 9 has way more ammo and has a better hip fire, so you have a better chance of actually killing them all, and the BOOMHILDA just doesn't carry enough ammo for that, so I would definitely save the BOOMHILDA if like you're running around the map or trying to get something done during the middle of a round. That's what I would save the BOOMHILDA for. If you actually need to kill an entire train of 24 and progress through the round, that's what I would use the Rifty 9 for. So these weapons are both impressive weapons. They're really good pistols, if you could even call both of them that, I guess. I know they're unupgraded versions. Well, the Mauser's a pistol. I don't really know what you would call the Rifty 9. It's like an energy weapon or something. I don't know. I don't play multiplayer. But both these weapons are fantastic weapons to have on around 50, and overall just really good weapons. They take care of boss zombies, they take care of regular zombies, they're going to get some work done. Just really all depends on what kind of situation you're going to be in. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm very curious to know which weapon do you guys happen to prefer. I just happen to like the BOOMHILDA a little bit more than the Rifty 9, but that's just my personal preference. So if you guys could, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.